rocks than dirt, I would say. And it's not really that deep yet, but let's start. See, more rocks. Nice size, easily stackable flat rock. Perfect. Not all rocks are as extravagant. However, our God who created them absolutely is. And it's a beautiful day in the apocalypse. Okay, I'm going to measure off my knee, but I want it to be a little bit above that, so it's going to be more like that, where my elbow happens to be. Anyways, you'll see. Go. Okay, there you go. Check the level. Make sure it's level. Rocks. More than a few. Alright, these are the same rocks that I just dug out of this hole. It's just the way it works. Nature's flow. Alright. There you go. First layer. More dirt. Pushing it down nice and firm. Followed by more rocks, of course. Nice solid layer of rocks, and then more dirt, and more rocks, and more dirt. With dirt and rocks and dirt. Hurrah, hurrah. As you can see, that hole that I dug was primarily just a bunch of rocks. But that works to make it nice and rock solid. And I already have a nice collection of rocks. I'm being serious. And all the dirt I've dug so far has gone into these sandbags. So, time to dig more dirt. Well, that didn't take long. You may notice that this is a very short post. There's a reason for that. Rocks here. Make sure the space is exquisitely solid. Rock solid. Like a rock. More dirt, of course. Cool. That's one. How many? One mini post. It's mini posty. And one of many. Oh, at least there's less rocks here. It's mainly red clay. See? Still not very deep yet. I need to sharpen my stick again. Okay. Shh, got the airplanes again, as usual. And nature calls, so time to dig a different hole. For this, I am using a shovel. Okay, that's good. Now, the reason why I like to use a shovel is because the handle works good to hold your toilet paper in place. It works more effectively when it's a full roll. Whoops. Anyways, just dig a shallow hole, because you will plan on covering it up afterwards. Back the back of your shoes up to the edge of the hole. Tuck your pants in behind your knees. Carefully do your business. Try not to get it on your shoes. Oops. Just cover it back up and you're done. There you go. That's better. Just barely had enough toilet paper. And you can use wet tree leaves, but it's not very comfortable. Just saying. It's something that not very many people discuss, but it is something that you may encounter while you're out in the woods. And if you're out in the woods for a prolonged period, chances are you're going to encounter needing to do something. Ooh. Okay, so anyway, I'm sure I have some hand sanitizer with you too. Just saying. I gotta get back to this hole here. See how deep it is. Well, start. Still only about that deep. Let's go to here. Okay, now you don't want to short yourself on the depth of these post holes. You want to make sure you got full-on stability if you're trying to go for durability as far as length of time investment in what you're doing. If you're just spending a quick overnighter, sure, use some dead wood, cover it with a tarp, call it good. That'll keep it dry, give you a place to sleep, but it's not going to survive tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, or any of the apocalyptic weather that we will be discussing soon, but not in this episode. Today I'm putting in work. Work equity. Elbow grease. What y'all know about elbow grease? I ain't talking Crisco. Okay, so now you may notice I made the hole nice and wide. That's to make room for the rocks that I will surround the post with. If you didn't already know. And that's about how deep I want it right there. Nice, good echo, echo, echo. Apocalypse. Apocalyptic echo. Hello. Anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over the thing and just home, okay? The first one, come over here, this first post right here, you know? Okay, so my mother's off of that, from wherever that about there. And then I'm going to come across from there, it's around right here, you know what I mean? Like there where the other hole is, and then line up with this post, and line up with those posts, and it's all lined up, you know what I'm saying? Must be firm and secure. Then, of course, I'm going to have to dig more dirt to fill up another sandbag for this area right here that's temporarily filled in with rocks. Some of the rocks are going to stay, but I'm going to put a sandbag in that place. And then hold the sandbag and rocks in with the post right there. It'll all incorporate and work together. That's the vision. Okay, I hope I've measured this correctly. Plenty of room, see? There it is. Okay, so if you can see the dimensions behind me, here's the main support beam in the middle. This is the height of the next one, so that the beam coming off of there will be angled down towards the ground, and that will support it in the middle. And right there on the end of the wall, that's the outer support beam, which will also go up and connect, and that will support that as a handrail if we go down the stairs. Vision. Let's start filling up the hole. Rocks. See? More clay dirt. Oops. Make sure you keep it straight and level, of course. course. Get in there. Make sure you press the rocks down firm into the mud and clay. Squish them, press them firm together. Get in there. See? Let's get in there. Clay and dirt. Get in there. Yeah. Notice how these rocks fit the shape of the hole, and they also form fit together with the contours. Rock on rock. Rock on! There we go. Nice smooth shape. Rock solid. Get this little nubby out of the way. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Get that down there, some snaggered garments. And cover it with more dirt. Well, remember how I said I was going to install the sandbag first and then hold it in with the post? Well, what happened was I accidentally got that in reverse. Now I get to dig up some dirt for a sandbag. Maybe I'll start a fire and boil some acorns. Maybe later. That's me trying to get out of digging more dirt. Look, all made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. That applies to when you're dropping your food in the ground. Remember, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button. Okay, which would you rather see? Everything I do? Or everything I've done? Question is for you. And you can leave your comment, you can leave your answer in the comment box. Please do. It's a little bit late now. I've already pretty much taken you along the journey. Everything just kind of happens along the way. Well, not everything, but certain highlights, obviously. Can't show you everything, especially when it comes to digging a hole and, most of y'all are probably like, yeah, that was too much information. I woke up this morning, I told myself, no sandbags today. I'm just gonna stick to framing and woodwork. There's always at least one sandbag, seems like. Always gotta dig in the dirt. Get your hands dirty. Not to mention these knee pads. The nice thing about it raining yesterday, it makes it easier to dig in the dirt, except for the clay and the rocks, of course. So never mind, I take that back. It's not that easy. It's usually not. Oh man, it's camouflage. Where'd it go? All right, can you see it? Yeah, there it is. Right there with the other ones. More rocks, of course. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, showing the actions of all the digging, the not fun part, the work. Wet dirt is heavy, by the way. However, when you dig a pile of dirt early in your activities, that will give you dirt to work with to cover your tracks as you leave. Somebody's probably asking, why does he use a hammer instead of a shovel? Well, that's because of the roots and rocks are easy to get through with a hammer, a nice solid metal claw hammer. And that's why. Secure. And the bubbles in the middle may look a little crooked, but it's straight. I don't mean that in a sexual way, but God created everything as He intended. Just saying. With that being said, in nature, in plants and trees, there are male and female There aren't any divisions of that. Inter-tree species mingling. You don't hear about a cross cottonwood oak hybrid pine, or a pine tree that feels like a cottonwood, or a hickory that wants to decorate itself to look like a sequoia. The trees are rooted in the earth and happy to be as God created them. No, they're not trying to change because they don't feel inadequate in their own creation. That's weird, strange, unusual, not natural. Just saying. For would a dog pretend to be a cat, or would a fish pretend to be a bird? There actually are flying fish, but that's a different story. You understand what I'm saying. For that matter, there are birds that can swim. Just look at a duck. Quack, quack. Then look in the book of Leviticus and see what that says. Didn't work out well for Sodom and Gomorrah, the wicked things they did in their flesh. The scripture says that as it was, so shall it be, as in the days of Lot, when it said, bring them out that we may have our way with them. Actually, it says to know them, but that's implied if you understand what it means and what it says. Pretty sick story if you ask me. But sick is the new normal. For example, you can hear somebody talk about something that they enjoy or like, and they will describe it by saying, dude, that's sick. What? But then when you get sick, that's not fun. You know what I mean? Just saying. That, of course, is scriptural, biblical too, because it says, woe to those who will turn evil for good or good for evil. For shame. They will be unruly, boasting, disobedient to parents. That's what you see every day, and they have permission to do that nowadays. Oh, don't listen to your parents, just do what you want. Listen to the teachers, but not your parents. What? Listen to your elders, but not necessarily your grandparents, just the elders who happen to be behind a microphone and should be behind a cabinet desk somewhere, and they should be in retirement more likely. Just saying. If they can't complete a sentence, don't put them behind a microphone. Come on, man. So what I'm trying to say and what I was saying is, hello? Is this thing on? Oh, that's the microphone. Come on. Anyways, moving on. Whether we like it or not, whoever they may happen to be, God allows our elected officials to be in their position, divinely appointed for such time as this or then. For what was will become what will be, as you see, if you have eyes to see, of course. He allowed Nimrod to be in authority back then. And look at the Nimrod now. Oh, wait, I didn't say that. Never mind. Wait, that's a ramrod. Whoops. Okay. See how I lined it up. Right there with that edge. Filled in that gap pretty good. Much better. More bueno. Always filling in the gaps with rocks, of course. Nice, good sized rocks. The better, the bueno. Well, that turned out pretty good. So far, so good. And so good so far. So fa la ti do re mi. Okay, never mind. Let's see, where was I? I was just joking around. Time to get busy. I guess I should attach that to this, and then this to that. Like this and like that. Okay, here we go. With a yo-yo. Yo. Shout out to Donnie Desto. Paleo tracks. Alright, that's exactly the size we're looking for right there. That's my pre-cut from earlier. Previously pre-cut, that is. Previously cut, that is. Or cut that was previously. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I could have just went with this pre-cut board, log right here for the beam for the handrail. However, this one is much more solid. See, now that's a good beam. But we can't have it rolling around, so I'll cut a couple notches in it. As far as measurement, it's precise from end to end. See what I mean? No, I still haven't yet sharpened up that rusted up hunk of metal that I used to call an axe yet, so don't plan on using that for this project. As you see, I haven't been. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Notch here. Sawing upward. It's a dangerous maneuver. You always want to watch your fingers and be careful. Of course, if you were to slip, you could catch yourself in the face and perhaps remove your nose on it. That being said, always have a medical kit on hand, or at least know how to treat yourself. Whoa, that was close. Anyways, you just want to saw a bit of a notch into that, about ½ an inch or so. Give it something. It's got to hold you and put your wedge up, as you'll see in a moment. And of course, coming around to the other side. And doing this one. Whoops. Must be the word for the day. Whoops. All part of that new and normal. Whoops. Once again, trying to saw upside down like this is not really recommended. And this is just how I'm going to do this today because I am actually a trained professional, believe it or not. And glancing away from what you're doing with your fingers right there is, of course, another knot to do. You didn't see that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh,